Yeah, what's up? This is Jeff, Elizur, Rock of God, Fitness, and Nutrition. As always, we don't consider ourselves to be the authority for telling you how to live your life. Only you can determine our value to you. Today, I want to begin by wishing everyone a happy new year. I pray that this new year you will find success in your chosen endeavor. I'm going to begin today by teaching from my Goals Progression Planner, so stay tuned and check it out right here. Okay, let's get started with teaching from chapter 1 of the Elizur Rock of God Goals Progressions Planner. Now, before I get into the Goals Progressions Planner, I want to have you go to the previous video. I may do it for this video as well, but I placed the links there for downloading a free copy of the Elizur Rock of God Goals Progressions Planner and also the Elizur Rock of God 21-Day Habit Forming Accelerator. However, I noticed when I was downloading the 21-Day Habit Forming Accelerator, I forgot to add the boxes. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but I forgot to add those boxes, which add up to 21 days. So it had everything on there but these boxes. So if you downloaded that form, I apologize for having made that mistake. I have corrected it. So if you go to that link now and download the 21-Day Habit Forming Accelerator, you will get the proper form, which has the boxes for you to mark off when you complete whatever your habit is that you wanted to develop. Once again, I apologize for that. I know I'm excited at the number of you that have downloaded these forms and this booklet. If I can only help one person out of all of you, if I can only help one person, man, that means a lot to me. So look, stick to this plan. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into this right now. Okay, so I'm going to be reading from the Elizur Rock of God Goals Progressions Planner. Today we're going to go over chapter 1. Okay, go confidently. The chapter 1, success is the journey. Success is in the journey. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. That's a Chinese proverb that I listed here. And it says, here at Interfit, it's Elizur Rock of God Goals Progressions now. But here at Elizur Rock of God, we ascribe and adhere to the definition of success as defined by the late Dr. Earl Nightingale. He's most often referred to by his peers as the Dean of Personal Development. Mr. Nightingale's definition of success is as follows. Once an individual decides on a goal or purpose and begins taking action to achieve or fulfill that goal, that person becomes successful. I really love that definition of success. Mr. Nightingale, he was a success, they call him a success guru. He did the majority of his teaching during the 50s and the 60s. And this is the, at the heart of what he teaches. We're in the mindset of thinking that in order to be determined successful is when you achieve whatever your goal is. The success is in the journey is what Mr. Nightingale teaches, and I grasp that wholly. Success is in the journey, and the journey can be very difficult at times. We come into setbacks here and there, and we become discouraged, but we don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit. You keep pressing on through to achieve your goal. Success is in the journey. Once you make a decision to become successful, once you identify a goal and you start taking the necessary actions to achieve that goal, you become successful. You're in the minority, because the average person has no idea of what they want to be or how to become what they want to be. They never set any goals, so they're just drifting through life. And whatever happens, whatever current comes along and takes them, whatever direction that current is headed, that's the direction in which they go. But you're going to be different, because you are going to set a goal. You're going to download the 21-Day Common Denominator Habit Forming Accelerator, and you're going to list your goal or the habit that you want to develop, and you're going to monitor that habit daily by checking off a box each day that you complete whatever step is necessary for you to achieve that goal. Success is in the journey. Does the thought of becoming successful appeal to you? If your answer to this question is no, then perhaps the lack of experiencing or recognizing Any level of success or goals attainment in your life can be attributed to your doubts. You have to eliminate those doubts. It's easy. We are our worst enemy. We talk ourselves out of things quite often. I know I've had a history of doing that. We are our own worst enemy. So you must overcome doubt. You must overcome doubt with belief. Okay. Um, you may often see and read about others living successful lives or having the appearance of success, and you may call them lucky or the fortunate ones. While there may be some that may seem to have what we often refer to as the Midas touch, you can be most certain that the person made a choice about their life and how they wanted to live it. You have to make a choice about how you want to live your life. You know, don't allow others to make that choice for you. You make the choice in terms of what you want to be, and you determine how you want to get there, and you stick to that course. This is a new year. We're not talking about New Year's resolutions. We're talking about setting goals. Believe in yourself, set your goal, and if you have a mind within your, if you can determine within your mind what it is that you want to be, you can achieve it. You have to develop that thought. Um, Maybe you've never decided to become successful. Consequently, nothing will ever change until you make a decision to be successful. You have to make that choice. You have to make that decision. Unless you take action by taking the first step, you will be doomed to continue doing what you've always done and continue to get what you've always gotten. With the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. We're getting away from that. Okay? You've heard the saying insanity is doing the same thing while expecting a different result. Nothing will change until you change by changing the way that you think about success. It has become clearly obvious to me that successful people think differently than the way unsuccessful people think. Every book that I have read about success has this one common thread through it, as proclaimed by Mr. Nightingale and is encapsulated within the following quote attributed to him. We become what we think about. Um, in next in the next video, I'm going to go into our thoughts a lot deeper than what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to gloss over it briefly right here. This concept of thought manifestation has always been so beautifully expressed within the following quote by Mr. James Allen. Mr. James Allen is another one of my success gurus that I've read and studied his books for years now. Um, I'm going to put some up, make some links to his books available to you. I'm sure that you will benefit from them as well. But this is what Mr. James Allen, success guru, had to say. The vision that you glorify in your mind, the idea that you enthrone within your heart, this you will live your life by, this you will become. Your vision is the promise of whom you shall soon become. James Allen, 18th century British author and poet. Okay, now these are my writings. I wrote this book here, this personal development. Go Confidently, Goals Progressions Planner. I'm sorry. I've written two books. I had to check to see which one I'm reading from. This is the Goals Progressions Planner. Now, I wrote this information that's contained in here maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago, 2012 maybe. But I love this. The vision that you glorify in your mind, the idea that you enthrone within your heart. This you will live your life by, this you will become. Your vision is the promise of whom you will soon become. You have to develop a vision. You have to see yourself becoming that which you want to become. And it's all about your thoughts. It's all about your thoughts. We become what we think about. Proverbs 23:7. Proverbs 23, verse 7. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. I love that verse. I'm not going to go into that verse today because I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. But I want you to, this is just page 1 of chapter 1, okay, that we're covering today. In conclusion, we talked about success, how to become successful. The first step is determining what it is that you want to achieve, okay, and then taking action towards that achievement. Setting a goal and taking action towards the achievement of that goal. Once you do that, you become successful because you're taking action. You're taking action. You're no longer drifting through life, being tossed about by every current wave that comes along, every change that comes along. You're on a steady course to where you want to be, whatever it is, whatever goal you set for yourself. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to overcome distractions, how to avoid becoming distracted. We're going to talk about how to deal with haters, because you're going to have some haters. Once people detect the change in you, in your attitude, in the way that you conduct yourself, you know, you're gonna develop haters, and we're going to talk about that in an upcoming video. However, I just wanted to get started today with chapter 1, and we're going to continue with chapter 1 and go into chapter 2, and so on. Once again, I want to thank all of the new subscribers. I really appreciate it so much. And those of you that have been with me for several years now, I'm grateful for you as well. Please remember to like these videos. Please remember to share these videos. And please remember to download, if you haven't already done so, download your copy of the Goals Progressions Planner and the revised 21-day habit forming accelerator. Until next time, God bless you. Happy New Year, and congratulations on making the decision to become successful. Enjoy the journey.